On March 12, 2025, the United States slapped a 25% tariff on imported steels and aluminum. The U.S. tariffs on imported goods has triggered immediate and forceful retaliation from Canada, the European Union, and China.
The tariffs are going to be throwing off a lot of money to this country, and we've been ripped off for years by other countries, many decades.
The question many ask is, are these tariffs truly about protecting American industries, or is there a deeper political and economic game at play? President Donald Trump has long been a fierce advocate of America First economics, arguing that foreign imports have weakened U.S. manufacturing and made the country too dependent on rivals. Canada, the largest supplier of steel and aluminum to the U.S., wasted no time in retaliating. The country stood defiant, with the Prime Minister calling the tariffs an unacceptable attack on Canadian workers. His response, a 25% tariff on $20.6 billion worth of U.S. exports, targeting steel and aluminum products, electronics and machinery, food and beverages. Foreign Minister Melanie Joly took the unusual step of addressing American consumers directly, stating, "Your government policies will hurt you more than they hurt us." The economic stakes are staggering.
When it comes to a relationship with the U.S., and through my conversation with the Secretary, was we will put maximum pressure on the Americans. And meanwhile, we'll work on finding off-ramps. Because we know ultimately, at the end of the day, the Trump tariffs are going to hurt Americans.
Canadian officials believe their retaliation will bring the economic pain home to Americans, forcing Congress and Trump's inner circle to reconsider. But what happens if Trump refuses to back down? The European Union, another major U.S. trading partner, has responded with full force. Brussels announced 26 billion euros, the equivalent of $28 billion, in tariffs on U.S. goods, set to take effect on April 1, 2025.
The European Union must act to protect consumers and business. The countermeasures we take today are strong but proportionate. As the United States are applying tariffs worth $28 billion, we are responding with countermeasures worth 26 billion euros.
While Canada and the EU have retaliated with direct tariffs, China is taking a more calculated and possibly more dangerous approach. China appears to be hitting America where it hurts the most: energy, technology, and agriculture. With billions in new tariffs, the global economy is reeling. Major U.S. firms like Boeing, Tesla, and Ford face supply chain disruptions and higher costs. Will today's leaders learn from history, or are we headed for another economic meltdown? As the world watches, uncertainty looms. Will negotiations stop the bleeding, or will more tariffs follow? How will consumers react to the rising prices? Will companies cut jobs or relocate factories to avoid the tariffs? Right now, one thing is certain: the trade war is just getting started, and the global economy is the battlefield. Ephraim Agbo, reporting for Puff TV.
People of the Fountain.